increase in WASA yet, you know. Wait till it comes out and you will see what I'm talking about. Then you're going to hear the trade union now, want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. All the way till the price come out, then to do something. There's a saying goes like this, prevention is better than cure. And then, now, look at this. We will march one day in Trinidad and go back home and go to work the next day. So what you're standing for? Call them in, but no, you will march Monday and Tuesday you're going to work. Monday the 20 hour empty and Tuesday overcrowded. Imagine that. Imagine that. So back to the Coast Guard vessel. Now, he stated that as head, the Prime Minister stated as the head of the National Security Council, he was not prepared to come in public and outline any vulnerabilities of the security of the state. Hello, listen.
Madam Speaker, in the Coast Guard, I don't know what 11 large vessels he's referring to, but what I can tell you, Madam Speaker, from my interpretation of the question, that premise of that question is not correct. But I go further to say, Madam Speaker, as head of the National Security Council, I've said over and over again to this particular member, I am not prepared to come in public and outline any vulnerabilities of the security of this state.
Let me tell you something. He don't have to come out and tell us, you know. We already seen it. We already seen it. Security is poor in Trinidad. It's poor, very poor. The PM said, Trinidad purpose border is a pull factor, and added that asking him to detail their security and vulnerabilities, the answer is, it is a matter of national security and I will not answer you. He added that a lot of money was spent to ensure two vessels, CG-41 and CG-42, were operational.
And it might suit them, Madam Speaker, to keep talking about a porous border and a porous border. Madam Speaker, all islands have borders around them because we are surrounded by water. And persons who want to penetrate you, even if you are East Germany at sea, they will try and sometimes they succeed. But to have authorities like my colleague here forever talking and telling the world, especially people nearby, that we have porous borders, that is the pull factor to Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, to come and ask me after to announce when and where there are Coast Guard vessels working and misleading the country that there are no vessels out there, I will not participate in undermining the state. So every time he asks a question like this and asks me to detail our security and our vulnerabilities if they exist, the answer is it's a matter of national security, and I will not answer you, I will not assist you in telling the public about any vulnerabilities. As a matter of fact, Madam Speaker, we have just spent a lot of money to ensure that CG-41 and CG-42 are operational today. Today they are operational, those two.
Now I will tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. Our Prime Minister is quite correct. He is quite correct. And I want you to understand this. He is quite correct. But you're not going into details. But you're letting Trinidad and Tobago know that yes, our vessels are operational. Yes, they are functional. Yes, they are based on certain areas. Not telling the public where, but yes, they are functional. Yes, they are working. You see, I could tell you something. Instead of bashing one way, right, and having Mr. Charles now swing around questions, it's simple. Yes, our Coast Guard, they have fleets, they are functional, and they are working. They are securing our borders. You see, that is what we want to hear. We don't want to hear, well, no, I'm not going to tell you, and you don't deserve to know that. No, being a prime minister, come na man, and then use the minister of national security for Trinidad and Tobago. Hey. When you shave in your head, it'll shave out some of your sense. I like bald head, you know. When you're shaving, don't let the sense shave out. Is how you answer your question. That is how they would look at you. Come na man, Mr. Rowley. Come on. And recently he collect a doctorate in what? Don't rant and rave in the parliament. You collect a doctorate, they consider you as an educated individual. Know how you answer your questions. Call a good night.
Good night, Said. I don't agree with that assertion, you know. As a citizen, Mr. Charles is entitled because look at the amount of crime and guns and whatever is running from Venezuela and whatever comes.
I understand.
As a man, you know, as a prime minister, I think that was payback time for that doctorate. Now, there is the high influence of the porous border. That is where the influx of ammunition is coming from, and what we need to secure our border. So he can't come with this Rottweiler attitude and just knock out it like that. The citizen needs to know. You see, this is what I have been saying time and time again. Our MPs are asking questions, but we cannot be in parliament. We cannot. So it is through our representative. We won't answer. And when he comes down like a bully or a Rottweiler with this kind of thing, it does not serve the country. But my main contribution tonight, sir, we see that Trinidad and Tobago is going to host a CARICOM something sometime in July. So what is the cost of hosting these things? They recently host some CARICOM commissioner thing. They host some symposium on crime. Look at the exorbitant cost of these things. And crime right now is 280 something out of control. Correct. What are the tangible benefits that is accruing to Trinidad and Tobago? You have flood victims, and you hear Rohan Sinanan with the bad road. We have Rohan Sinanan is telling people, don't fix it, don't try to put nothing on it, go in it just so. The people in somewhere in South, when they take some tires to try to pack it to alleviate the flooding, the man said, don't do it. Let the water come in your house. What kind of nonsense is this, sir? What kind of government is this, sir? What kind of government, you know, the Prime Minister Manning told us about this kind of thing that is going to happen. Look at this kind of, you know, discrimination, blatant discrimination. I appreciate all the races, sir. You're coming out to bring somebody from Ghana, some chief, this or that, rolling out the red carpet for Emancipation Day. While Indian arrival day, there was little or nothing. Why can't this government show that it was not biased and bring somebody from India for emancipation? The two major races. Why always? You know, this is the kind of. This is not, the treasury does not belong to Rowley, and it does not belong to the PNM, sir. It is the people. Correct. It must be distributed equitably. But this is not happening, sir. This is not happening. This man always coming like a Rottweiler. You know, he could thank anybody, he could say, he could talk out. And you know what? He had the audacity to call this boy, Anil Roberts, uncouth. Who is more uncouth than our Prime Minister, sir? Who is more? You notice that since this government came in power with the attitude of the Prime Minister, look at school violence, look at bullying. And the thing about it, I don't know how they could go on campaign now for local election. Look at home invasion. Didn't the Commissioner of Police say, sir, give her up to June and you will see election? Yes. And what is happening? What is happening? Yet this lady gets an extension of time. Is it that the government is the policy to encourage crime? Because when Gary Griffith was making an impact, the man come and move him out. Isn't that misbehavior in public officer? Or why is the police not investigating that? What about this man Faris Ali with that deal with the Queen's Council or King Council, whatever they call him, where he paid hundreds of $millions to a man to give evidence against another? Why is the police not investigating that? What about this guy, this other national service guy, whatever his name is, with all those allegations of bank fraud? What about Camille Robertson with the undisclosed deposit? Why isn't the police investigating these things, sir? What kind of system do we have? Where is our opposition leader? Why we must appeal now to our international community? I am saying for this election, just as Rowley invited observers when he was in opposition, why can't Kamla Prasad Bisesa, as the leader of the, invite observers to as well, sir? This election is critical. Is either that we are already sinking. We are already sinking on every institution has been tampered with. We see recently with the meeting with the Prime Minister and the Chief Justice. Isn't that interference? Never before. These are unprecedented things. Unprecedented that a Prime Minister could go to the President's house and revoke something. All these people need to stand up and smell the coffee, sir. Or else we are, as Raul himself said, we are going down on a road there is no return, because by hook or by crook, this man has to election. You understand? And that is detrimental to the health of Trinidad and Tobago. So people wake up and do what needs to be done. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, one of the Cape class vessels, which were bought from Australia in 2018, arrived in TNT in 2021. They each cost $38.6 million US. Imagine that, eh? $38.6 million. So we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we'll stay on this topic after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, we are offering you 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. The highest interest rate that is being paid in Trinidad and Tobago. Poppy number there. So all you have to do, viewers, is contact these numbers that you will see on screen. Set up an appointment. Come into our office at number 14 Carolina Savannah Road in Chaguanas. Have a discussion with me or my staff. That is all you have to do. And get the highest interest rate that is being paid in our country presently. Now, you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait until you have to pay property tax and you don't have money, you know. Or you have to dip into the money that you put away, you know. No, don't wait, don't wait. Don't wait too long. So, back into our program. Oropouche East MP, Dr. Rudal Munilal, question asked if the vessel were functional and said if they were not, then they ought to be fixed. However, Rowley said there seemed to be an underlying trend among the opposition of wanting to tell the world about the country's border, and that information is very useful to criminals who would like to penetrate TNT borders. Yes.
Madam Speaker, I don't want to cast any aspersions on my colleagues on the other side, but there is an underlying trend of wanting to tell the world what is the situation with Trinidad and Tobago's borders. And Madam Speaker, that public information is very useful to criminals who would like to penetrate Trinidad and Tobago's borders. And I don't know on whose behalf they're acting. I don't know on whose behalf they're acting. And when they come here, Madam Speaker, and make statements like all our major
just
assets
a minute.
are down.
I believe there's one member I've recognized. I'm having great difficulty in hearing the Prime Minister.
So now, viewers, Rowley stated also that the member is being mischievous. Munilal interrupted him by raising to have his mischievous comment withdrawn, but it was overruled by Speaker Bridget Annison George. Look at it.
That vessel had to be repaired. It was sent to the Dominican Republic. It has been repaired. It has returned to service. But you have a member of parliament coming here today and saying that the vessel is down and it's in the Dominican Republic. The member is mischievous. As a matter of fact, when the vessel was down, he came here and sought an announcement from me. Right?
Question for transparency, accountability.
Okay.
Mischief.
Question you approved, ma'am?
Overruled.
It's bacchanal. Now, at a joint meeting, at a joint select committee meeting on national security in March, the chief of the defense staff said the Coast Guard was operating with 50% capacity as 7 of its vessels needed maintenance and were dry dock. So if the chief of defense staff could have said that in March, what do you think our Prime Minister could have said? Kola, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Viewers,
good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, you're live, my friend.
Yes, sir. Look at the situation very closely than before. For political gain, political position, political power, it is so disturbing and saddening to see what politicians are doing, although they may educated or professionals, they're embarrassing themselves from one political party to another. One political party, you're disgraced. And after a while, probably you get caught in some kind of scrupulous situation, or you catch yourself in a disastrous situation. I decide to cross the floor and go over to a party you abuse and accuse. What is politics really coming to? These politicians, instead of having to cross the floor, why don't they just resign from politics and stop facing embarrassing and humiliating situation? But the greed for position and power have been there. I do thank you. Have a good night, sir, and everybody.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, switching gears. Prime Minister Dr. Q. Rowley has stated that he discussed the desired deal of the TNT to buy natural gas from Venezuela Dragon Field. At the CARICOM leaders' recent meeting with the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris in the Bahamas, he stated that TNT was heavily engaged with the U.S. at the appropriate level.
With respect to the other matter, our own matter, the discussions continue. We are heavily engaged with the United States at the appropriate level, and those discussions continue between us and Venezuela and us and the United States. And there's no more I can tell you at the moment, except that we remain on the job, we remain hopeful, and we have been talking to the people who make the decisions.
Now viewers, he stated, Dr. Rowley said, CARICOM heads seeking to access cheap oil on a Venezuela Petro-Caribe program had urged the U.S. to ease the sanction against Venezuela. He said it was not just a TNT position, but a CARICOM position, and added that CARICOM heads had spoken about their needs to participate in the Petro-Caribe or Caribe once Venezuela is relieved of this sanction.
Yes, we at CARICOM, as a matter of fact, CARICOM, I think, for the first time, issued a very clear statement on CARICOM's position on the sanctions against Venezuela, asking the United States to lift those sanctions. And this was not Trinidad and Tobago position only, it was a CARICOM position, because CARICOM at this last meeting spoke very forcefully about its need to participate in the Petro-Caribe arrangement that is available to CARICOM if Venezuela is relieved of those sanctions.
Now viewers, Dr. Rowley said the length of the 2-year license was not an impending, but noted the access to license to operate from Venezuela was where the obstacle is. So we are going for a short commercial break, viewers, but when we come back from that break, we're going to hear UNC clash on needs of probe into Tobago contracts after this.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, 4% you can't go wrong, viewers. I am encouraging you every night. 4% on a fixed, you can't go wrong. Consult your bank. Consult your bank. So, Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali has stated that he had no friend collecting money from the government, and there is nothing for him to investigate with the former Tobago House of Assembly administration decision to purchase 13 acres of land from the Warner Group of Companies at the price of $43 million. He made a comment in Parliament following questions from UNC MP Rodney Charles, who asked about a recent allegation recent allegation in issuing contracts, and if Rowley questioned or requested an investigation into this. Rowley stated that if Charles has information on allegations of misconduct, he'll know to run to the correct authority, as there are authorities established for this purpose.
I know not of what she speaks, but maybe the member has information about serious allegations of malfeasance, and of course, if he does, Madam Speaker, I know he will run to the correct authorities. We have authorities in this country established for this precise purpose. So if what he has heard or any allegations which he believes requires an investigation, I'm sure the Integrity Commission and the police will have heard it too. So therefore, I am not in any position to refer to what he's talking about.
Well, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. Great program as usual, man.
Thank you.
You know, you are highlighting these clips from Parliament. I hope, well, your viewership is very wide and so on. So I hope the citizens are really paying attention and listening and seeing what you are highlighting here. You know, it is clear, it is knowledge for the citizens. It is knowledge for you to see what they do in Parliament. You know, they go there and do nothing to better our lives. You know, nothing to improve our lives. You know, look at the stupidness they are talking about there. This is a notorious gang. What you expect if you have a notorious gang leading a country? What you expect? And they employing people and putting them there to carry out the dirty work, you know. In every organization in this country have a mafia operating and supported by this gang, this notorious gang, you know. Today, this the president, Kangaroo, addressed the graduating students of the Asja TML school in San Fernando. And she is telling them, don't be pressured by other students and don't be bullied and do the right thing. Miss Kangaroo, go and tell the government that you is part of. Tell that notorious gang, don't bully the citizens of this country. Don't pressure the citizens of this country. And you are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of this country. You should be telling those little children, the first Saturday in this month, 213 recruits pass out from the defense force, which you are commander-in-chief of, not one Indian pass out there. So tell them, go look for employment there. You have 250 SRP. Right now, they're recruiting them. Not one Indian there. This is what you must tell the students and them, Miss Kangaroo. Don't go and try to use your PR and make them feel that this government and you are doing something good for them. Tell Rowley and the government that. Thank God for you, Mr. Said. You keep up the great work. God will bless you and this country will definitely be a better place under you. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, it gets better. Charles then asked about the THA Chief Secretary, Farley Augustine, recent statement that two senior government officials pressured is the word used, the THA to pay a certain contractor who happens to be Dr. Rowley's friend. The PM said he has no friend who collecting money from the government, and as far as a statement by the Chief Secretary can explain himself. Listen to this bacchanal.
Madam Speaker, I have no friend who is collecting any money from the government on my instructions, because authorities have the right to spend government money with respect to their authority. And as far as the statement made by the Chief Secretary, Madam Speaker, the Chief Secretary can explain himself. I don't have to help him explain himself.
Well, I guess he's explaining himself. Let's see how far it goes, viewers. Charles also questioned if Rowley was saying what occurs under his watch and that he didn't care whether it revealed. Dr. Rowley replied, certainly not. That's why so many of them the UNC have difficulties with the state. When UNC MP Rudy Indarasingh objected to wild accusations without sustenance, Rowley said, "My friend is calling his colleagues from Pointe-à-Pierre nothing." He then added that he has a colleague who is on $1 million bail and another who is before the High Court. Hey, hear this now. It's real bacchanal, you know. All listen to this.
Certainly not, Madam Speaker. That is why so many of them in difficulty with the state. Because we have brought it to the appellate. And Madam Speaker, if there is any justification...
Madam Speaker, 48.6, the Prime Minister must clarify. Yes. You cannot continue to make these wild accusations and aspersions about members of this side.
Prime Minister. Overruled, Prime Minister.
Madam Speaker, my friend is calling his colleague from Pointe-à-Pierre nothing. What do you mean without any substantiation? I have a colleague in this house. Filing $1 million bail. I have another colleague in this house who's before the High Court for fraud. So we're coming to tell me.
All I hear bacchanal in the Parliament? All I hear that? Now they are covered under the parliamentarian privilege. So they can say whatever they want in Parliament. Call a good night. So viewers, it's bacchanal in the Parliament. Now this is something I just want you all to see what takes place. This is something I want you all to be educated of. But you know, people that say, oh, side, you're bashing and you're bashing and you're bashing. It's not your bashing. It's that you expect those in authority to look after your needs. What is your need? Proper road, proper health care, proper education system. They're supposed to be looking after that. You have to beg them to do it? No. It's not like that. We don't have to beg. They're supposed to do it. That is why when I come here, I just let all you know what they're supposed to be doing. It's not a matter of you're bashing and you're bashing and you're bashing. No, you're not bashing. Your MP and your councillor are supposed to say about your community. The street light, the box train, the road, the bridge, the community service. Are they doing that? Ask yourself if your councillor is doing that. If you are a P&M person, ask yourself if your P&M councillor is doing what they're supposed to do in your community. Ask yourself that. Is all your street light working in your community? Is the road proper? Is water flowing proper in the box train? If there's a bridge in your community, is the bridge properly structured? Is it safe? Ask yourself that. It is not about bashing. It is about holding those in authority responsible. But we literate clowns in Trinidad. Side, you're bashing. You donkey head are trying to get your MP to fix your road. How you so donkey head one time? Everything is bashing. It's not bashing. It's holding them accountable. I love this show tonight, you know. I love this show tonight. So maybe you all should listen, understand, and then blah, 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 blah. Talking about that, I believe flour will be rising to 28% or 28 cents or something like that more. You all heard that? Oh, let's say something now. Say something. Side your bashing? No. If you use the upstairs, if you use the intellectual part of your brain, you will understand what this program is about. It's about highlighting issues that you can even sit and wonder how to fix. Yeah, I just love myself, you know. That's why I just always say it has given me great pleasure to come here every night to educate you, you know. It's 7 different languages I just speak in, you know. 7 different languages, you know. Not one, you know. Not one. That is why I take pride. You know why? God blessed me with the knowledge to learn 7 different languages. God blessed me with that knowledge. Arabic, Sanskrit, Hebrew, Greek, English. Forgetting one, you know. Some along England, I forgot one. So God gave me that wide intellectual gain. Also Sanskrit, I forgot that. I forgot that. That makes number 6. Arabic, Urdu, Sanskrit, Hebrew, Greek, and English. That's 6. Sometimes I forget the amount of language that I talk during the course of the day sometimes to people. Dealing with local and international people. You feel like standing here dressed so? No, I'm not standing here dressed so. I'm a businessman. I just do business India, Pakistan, Dubai, England, up the Caribbean, in the US. So that is why when I tell you, invest in Real Talk with 4% on a fixed deposit, you think you're going to be some other financial institution where you get 0.01? No, you're not getting that. Because my foundation is solid. Where we are at? We are at Real Talk Credit Union Information. That is our growth. That is our growth, a credit union. Really? That's the blessings of God. So when you want to bash, think. Think. When you want to make investment, think. Where's the best place to put my money? At Real Talk. Why? Because they have the largest payback. The highest interest rate. Think about that. Also, Real Talk is a licensed money lending company. Licensed money lending. I'm a licensed money lender. Licensed to lend money. Stop, man. That's what I tell people, you know. When I come here and I tell you, I go in at A, B, and C. Watch A, B, and C come true. Because I am firm with my word. I am firm in my belief. And when I tell you you're getting it done, you're getting it done. Because me and Navin Candle don't make joke, you know. Me and Navin Candle don't make joke, you know. So viewers, I am encouraging you. Just to back up our number, company number. Our numbers will be on screen, viewers. I am encouraging you. I'm encouraging you. Invest. You want growth? You want reward? No other financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago is giving you a proper growth, a proper reward. Ask your bank, consult your bank, and they will tell you. All right, contact me direct at 3391670, and we'll have a discussion. So viewers, our rerun of this program is from 11:30 to 12:30 tomorrow. We'll be right back here for another live show. Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Synergy Network from 7 to 8 p.m. at another day. Until we meet again, Allah antar khayba zala untu ru'uba al anda. God gave you eyes, He gave you ears, and He gave you a tongue. See what you're doing, hear what you're doing, and speak of what you want to do. Until we meet again, good night.